Hello there everyone and welcome back to Rome Remastered. Last time around we captured the city-state of Athens. And since then, the Brutii, the Romans, have actually invaded and are laying siege to Corinth, and in so, also the youngest son of our king. However, he only brought an Hastatian, another unit, possibly another Hastati unit, but that seems awfully little to try and besiege. I would wager, even without me coming to their aid, that the siege would probably, or we would work quite fine. However, I also want to deal with the rebels up here. So I want to send the king back north. So I think we're only sending a detachment to deal with the Brutii bastards. As the rebels are mostly light armored bastards, there's some militia hoplites, but I'm recruiting troops up here. So by the time I reach, I think what we'll do is we'll take most of the cavalry. We'll have to leave some units to garrison the area. I don't know how many we need. The bonus from the statue probably helps quite a lot. The happiness is 110%. With only this as a bodyguard, so that seems fine. Or as troops guarding. We'll board the ship. And we'll send the king north. And I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get back the bodyguard back in here within sufficient time to stop a revolt, an all-out revolt in Athens. So we'll go ahead and strike the Brutii, which is really odd attack here. Oh, the town does not come to my aid? Suddenly this became a lot worse. What if I fight a night battle? Will that help? Doesn't matter. I have 2 phalanx units. It's kind of even. The thing that bothers me would be that they deploy more troops, and I mean those spears. I'm worried about the. You know what? We're gonna fall back then. We're not interested. You know what? No, we'll fall back, but we'll take the town out, and now we should get reinforcements. That's not how it works in this. However, I think with the archers and the general's bodyguard instead, it actually says we have a less chance, but we have more men. But I think this will work better. I'm so used to, I guess, Napoleon or Empire, sort of how they come to your aid. But I guess we cannot draw on the guys that are just there. Anyways. Let's draw the sword, march out, sally forth, and slay these Romans. As it is us that is sallying forth out of the castle, we're actually playing on the map with the town, or the town and, yeah, castle walls as it were, present. The Brutii has done the quite smart choice and not deploy on this really steep slope. Which they started off with. Instead they've moved to the side and to, in that effect, also try and avoid getting hit by the arrow towers, which can be really devastating. As we have the range with our missile units, we're gonna take full advantage of that. And we're gonna pelt the enemy for as long as possible. The thing I'm worried about is that we've seen in the previous battle just how shit the militia hoplites are. So I'm worried that the Roman Hastati, especially in a charge, could just utterly obliterate us with the kind of damage those pilas would make. But I'm not entirely sure, of course. Given the fact that they only sent this as a force to take the town, I do believe that they were pretty darn confident in the troops they have, and in the original game the Romans were pretty darn overpowered compared to other factions. The Roman charge was absolutely legendary. Something that kind of threw me off in Rome 2 when everyone, you know, charges in and throws spears at the same time. Kind of made the Romans less of a special faction in that regard. That they all ran and threw the spears. Anyways, I'm gonna pelt them for quite a while here. Probably till we run out of arrows, and then we're gonna see about moving in. The thing also is quite worried about the general's bodyguard. Now, Romans were quite bad, it's said, for their cavalry, and usually they used all kinds of auxiliaries instead. But the general's bodyguard comprises of 101 men. So this could still be quite deadly, I'd say. Anyways, we'll be pelting away at the enemy before we attack. I'd say it's time to strike. Let's be confident and destroy these Romans. Let's advance our army and send them packing back into the sea. Looks like the Velites are rallying. Oh, the Romans are moving up to meet us. It looked like. I'm still worried that they're once they start throwing Pila, that they will absolutely just crush the militia hoplites. They do, of course, do not wear any armor. They have a tiny mini skirt on and a helmet. Really, a helmet and shield is what protects them. I don't think the mini skirt is Pila proof, as it were. Yeah, they're about to throw. I want to see how many do they kill in this. So we went from about 200 men. They actually killed quite a lot, and the unit is now wavering even. So we lost about 17 men. And we come to blows before they're able to shoot anymore. And they were routed. Nice. So very cautious maneuvering here, but we saw that just one throw of an already broken unit almost broke my militia hoplites. Let's see if we can trigger the cavalry to come at us. And I want the bowmen to move in close as well. So the general's youngest son, never been in battle, is now battling the Brutii. So it doesn't look too good for my... Oh, they broke one of the units. They just pushed straight through the phalanx formation. The son will retreat. Oh, their second unit is gone as well. Shit. You are free to fire, bowman. I guess my worries were not unfounded, as the cavalry unit... Oh shit, here comes the Astarte. Everyone run back in town! I'm not gonna say panic, but it's probably time to panic. The cavalry unit entirely just rode down my archers and is now chasing my army. Second attempt, and I decided to form in thicker formations, hoping that that would repel the enemy's cavalry charge, but it has not, in fact, repelled them. If anything, it became worse. Right, we're just gonna have to call this a loss then. I mean, the Roman general rode straight into the phalanx, even though I made the thickest one possible, and broke it. They are rallying rather quick here, though. It's also... I do not like some of the mechanics here, because when you click stop, if you click stop again, it actually says retreat. So, that's not too great. If you are clicking on this, I should really use the quick button instead. If I can get them to run at me in the bloody towers, maybe I can get them then. Okay, well, you know what? I'm not gonna give up. This is the bloodiest bloody battle. No one wants to give up. Well, our guys wants to give up and run inside the walls. But I am not gonna let them. Come on, guys. You've rallied so many times. It's time to actually make a stand. Amazing if I'd managed to lose the town in a sally forth battle. Okay, now they're coming at us again. General, hurry. Ooh. Put down those pikes. Okay, they broke the bigger unit. The smaller one is holding on though. My general is coming in to take out the velites. And he should now turn on the Roman general. I think the Roman general just got a chevron. This is dangerous. The Roman generals seem to be there we are, the two generals.
Press forward so that the spirit of
That's
the
the... There we go! Yes!
slain, and now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
Yeah, his men probably fear us at this point. What a feat. He's never been in battle, which you can tell by all his men running away. But he was able to, in single combat, slay the Roman general. And now, as the Hastati is running about, not sure where to go on the missile fire, we will ride them down as well. Maybe I should hit them with fire arrows. Or what I should do is move closer to hit them. Here we go! The final charge! Victory!
Be praised! The enemy's hearts are full of fear, and now they flee.
And that is how we do it. Macedon holds on against the Roman onslaught.
The gods have favored you. The enemy are crushed.
It's an heroic victory. Damanos, the youngest son of the king, has slain Aulus Brutus and his 500 men. Only 53 of the enemy's soldiers remain. No experience gained, unfortunately. Quite a few troops healed. But most importantly, this is an heroic victory for the Kingdom of Macedon. Absolute stunning victory by the Macedonians. However, I'm wondering how long that battle actually took. It took way too long, I must say. Can I retrain them? We definitely need, and we definitely need extra troops. If the Brutii would bring any kind of big size army, I would be absolutely screwed, wouldn't I? They brought 2 units. I had to struggle. Of course, what we had was some militia units and a bowman, but still, we're kind of screwed if the Romans come again. Maybe we should rethink fighting the Greek city-states and form some kind of alliance just to... I need to build ships to protect this against more Roman invasions. Huh. And also see about what is the diplomatic status of the Greek city-states? Could we possibly form an alliance just to hold them off while we would then conquer other territories? Anyways, there's a lot to be thought. There's a lot of thought to be put into this. But we'll end turn and see what if we cannot deal with the rebels in this episode as well. We're back after the end turn. I've spent a lot of time building up ports everywhere. So we've got a port in Corinth now. We've also got a port in Larissa. So hopefully we'll be able to build quite a few ships to protect ourselves. Especially needed here to protect against Roman invasion. Same with more troops being needed all over. Right now, I don't think there's any risk for Athens, so I think we would move extra troops over here to protect that against further Roman incursions. Also note that the governor of Corinth, Damanos, has gained 2 stars in command. He had no to begin with, not a single one as I recall, and now he has 2. A commander has, or a king has landed. However, there's a splintering force here. So the main rebel army is over here, but there's a smaller one over here. My spy is closing in. Maybe you could take a look at what they actually have.
Yes.
Did you actually take a look? Yes, indeed, he managed to see what they had. So, 2 militia units and peltas. That would be quite easy to smash to the point where the enemy actually runs away. Also, we should get these levy pikemen to join in the army. Pretty darn good units. We got more of those on the way. With that, I think we can end turn once more. I want to see what kind of settlement... Ah, look at that. The Greek city-states are attacking this one. I would want to take that one. Possibly not, as the Romans are right there. Financial report, construction, we constructed a lot of stuff. Coin is good, the troops being recruited. Let's end turn once more and see if I can't come to blows and destroy these rebels. The Greek city-states asked us to pay tribute to them, 850 dinars for 2 turns. So in total then what, 1700 dinars. Accept or they'll attack. Currently, I do not wish to fight them, I'm not prepared. So we will pay, but I will remember this. I will definitely remember this.
Our thanks.
How wonderful! I pay the Greeks. What happens immediately after? The navy blockades my port at Larissa. It's war still. I paid them, and they still declared war on me. The cheeky bastards. Well, maybe I don't need to go after the rebels that badly. We should mobilize the king and his army to deal with these bastards. And I think the siege at Apollonia is one area in which we could attack. Other, it could be moving down towards Larissa to take out these. They have a mighty army ready to probably lay siege to Corinth. So I'm gonna drag in extra troops. I have a light lancer cavalry that almost will make it there. I don't think they will though. My capital is very unhappy. I'm not entirely sure why. Why are you so disgruntled? Squalor, minus 20 tax penalty and a general unrest because of the bloody rebels, I imagine. I think we'll have to deal with the rebels then. Is this town suffering similarly? Unrest, tax, yes. We'll have to deal with the rebels. Might be it as well, we'll gain some experience from that. We'll expect another siege of Corinth coming in soon. Bastards went ahead and sieged my port. You know what, let's see. Fleet against fleet. Who will win? It's a 50-50 chance. An even chance, I'd say. And we have a close defeat. However, we managed to sink one of their ships. But we were forced to retreat. So that's interesting. They've got more ships around though. And there's the Brutii Navy. We should see about... I noticed that they were at war with the Brutii. Maybe I could send my diplomat over to sweet talk them into... You know what? Can I bribe this guy?
Our patience is limited. You insult us.
Oh, they insult them. But this guy has a wine steward. You will be getting wine. Maybe I can bribe this town instead.
You insult us.
Okay, we insult... Yeah, but you insulted me by attacking me, you bastards. Right, let's deal with the rebels. Not really worth fighting. Here's the statistics of that battle. We lost 144, where I imagine most of them were healed. And the rebels are gone. I would like to deal with this, but I'd rather build up armies here. We're gonna march directly to this area and defeat them. Right, that end turn was rather brutal, so my navy almost got sunk. It got battered, bruised, and cut around all the way around Greece until I finally was able to make port in Corinth. There's 5 people on each ship, but still they're intact, so I don't have to buy a new ship. I just need new crew. Quite a lot of it, as originally you man these ships by 100 men. So 95% of the crew is dead, which is great. At the same time, the capital is as close to open revolt as you can come. There's rioting in the city, and I do believe this means that this barracks has actually been destroyed. Okay, condition 50% of the barracks got broken down in the open revolt, which is not great, and in the same time the Greeks attack. So I was hoping that they wouldn't be able to come around this one, but I imagine the army that was moving here is the one that's actually laying siege to the town here, which is in dire need of rescue. Over here, I'm slightly more confident that I will actually be able to hold out against the Greek army that is coming against us. But to have the fleet kicked around like that, and then have the Greeks lay siege to not 1, but 2 of my cities, and the capital almost in open revolt, is not great. We got the Brutii laying siege to, or blocking the port over here. So currently there's not a lot of trade going around. I'm still making good money though, which I'm not entirely sure how. We make 3,000 next turn. We're gonna have to move back to move some units over to the capital. But I need to march to the aid of the units down south. I think a Lancer unit will be sent over, and a few others. And then we'll move down south to try and relieve the sieges. As I'm building up quite a force here, I'm thinking that the governor up here will actually march to destroy the barbarians here. Now, they have a lot of peltas. So that'll be hard to chase down with all the just militia units. So they could definitely kite us to destruction, but I'm hoping we'll be able to be victorious there. Anyways, it looks as though the time of the episode has come to an end. And so I'll leave it for next episode to deal with the Greek city-states, the revolt, and the rebels in the north. We've got a lot to do here. It's not looking too good for the Macedonians as it is right now. But with that said, I say as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.